Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. And as always, take a moment to stop and acknowledge the good work that you are continuing to do for yourself. Because every bit of awareness that you bring to yourself and every bit of action that you take with that awareness and move it into a direction where you want to make some changes for yourself, and doing that consistently and on a daily basis will bring ease into your life. And one of the things that greatly disrupts the ease in our life is being stuck. So if you are stuck in a rut, or have been before, or feel that headspace coming on, I have some strategies here to help you with that. Because being in a rut isn't as clear-cut as it seems. And yes, the discomfort is loud and clear, but getting out of the rut can cause even more discomfort. And that alone can be the culprit. Because the one thing that you're getting from being stuck is you are fulfilling the one out of the 6 human needs we have. And that's certainty. So stick with this episode because there's some good stuff here to help pull you out of that rut and get you feeling good about yourself again. And for those of you new here, my name is Lee, and I guide others in the transition from past harming patterns. And that can mean patterns of a life of being dishonest with ourselves. That can mean patterns of bad relationships, or it can mean the pattern of addiction, which is what primarily brought me here. So there is something here for everyone. So make sure you subscribe and do hit the notification bell to get weekly reminders on free guidance as well. I have some resources that I've linked in the description below that will be very helpful. And please do share. Share in the comments, share with those that you care about and who care about you. And always, at the very least, share with yourself the things that you are discovering about yourself. So, most of us have been stuck in life where we can't seem to get out of our own way. And even though it boils down to taking action, it can take a lot of work to convince that headspace to get us moving along. So one of the first things that you need to wrap your mind around is to understand that being in a rut typically means being in denial. And that can be denial of many things, such as diverting the cause of your circumstances away from yourself and blaming others instead. You may be in denial of the resources and the abilities you actually have to snap you around because you're in that zone of comfort and in that certainty zone. Or you may be denying or hiding from the fact that once you start to change things, that things will become worse before they start to look up. So accept that being in a rut does entail being in denial, and you need to start to approach this with the consistency of detailing the things that you are in denial about when it comes to creating change. But do not deny that you are certainly at the helm of that change. And as you know, I'm all about affirmations. So at the beginning of the day, before the negative self-talk kicks in, affirm, I am at the helm for creating change in my life. So this step follows into the second, and that is to expose some stories that you tell yourself. So similar to where you need to pinpoint the details of denial, in this step, extract those limiting beliefs about yourself. Perhaps you believe that you have bad luck, or that nobody is willing to help. So step back and itemize these stories and realize that these mindsets are holding you back. And while you're making that list, it's important to write down the resources and list the challenges that you have overcome. So bear in mind that these first 2 steps are 2 practices that involve pen and paper, or a notebook, or a voice recorder, or whatever it is that you like to use. And make sure that you do it after this episode and start thinking about what beliefs you have that are holding you back and what you have going for you now. The next thing is to make your self-serving actions mandatory. So that's where we turn a statement like, I should go for a walk, into I am going for a walk. And it is as simple and as difficult as that. Not, I should do this, or it would be best if I do this. The dialogue is, I am doing this. And while you're here, infuse that into the essential affirmations that hopefully you stop and acknowledge each day. Replace the I shoulds and it's a good ideas with I must. So I am calling a friend. I am eating a healthy meal. Things like that, for example. If it's good for you, make it a guideline to make it mandatory. The next step is to take note of your physical energy levels. So this is the usual type of self-care, like nutrition intake, sleeping patterns, fitness. Even gratitude can improve your energy levels by feeling good about what you have. So take an inventory of what might be hindering you, and take an inventory of what you have going for you, and take action and accept that every little bit helps. And it's not go hard or go home, or it's not training for a marathon. It's about progress in every way that you can gather. So acknowledge your accomplishments. Be grateful for aspects of your health. Reach out to your loved ones. Whatever you have, start a gratitude practice on the spot and make it a part of your morning routine. It helps you to focus on what you have going for you and to get you out of the discomfort of being stuck. Another approach is to create a thinking challenge for yourself. And this one runs deep into our brain. So when you're in a rut, you are stuck in the mindset of that rut because your brain has formed some neural pathways to those thoughts. So take time to rattle that and perhaps teach yourself a new software, or learn to sketch, or practice a specific yoga pose. It's important to shake up the neurons of thoughts that keep you stuck in that headspace, and replace it with thoughts, and replace it with actions that you normally wouldn't do. There is certainly no better time than to pick up a hobby or a project than when you are feeling stuck. And all of these steps work, and this one does as well. And it will also confirm that you are taking action to improve your situation, such as being here or anywhere else that you need to be to get you away from the headspace of being stuck. And the last one for today is to get support and to reach out and to drop the fear of asking for help, to talk to a loved one or a professional, or watch some videos or read a book. Get some guidance and support to help you get unstuck. But do know, which I'm sure that you do, that you are the only one that can do this for yourself. But help is always good. And speaking of support, I have some resources in the links: a gratitude guide, one on affirmations, negative self-talk. Paying attention to these topics is huge. And if you're curious about how far you can go with taking action, hit the link for Envision Your Recovery course. It's an 8-week course of working you through the honesty you need to create change and guidance to get you to that specific goal, and another step coming closer to the person that you want to become. So do these steps, work these strategies, get those affirmations, take very good awareness and action of what you can do to free yourself from being stuck, to get you in a place to where you want to be. And in the meantime, see you in the next episode, and take very good care.